Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, whatever time of day you are watching this. Thank you for joining us for another special episode of Epic Live. Now, today we have something that we haven't done before. We've talked about the Epic experiences, we've talked about what's happening here at the Epic, but today I've got two special guests joining me as we are getting ready for our annual Epic Showdown. Let me introduce them. First, to my left, representing the Grand Prairie Police Department, we have Officer Di. Officer Di, how you doing?
I'm doing great today. Thank you for having me today, JJ.
Hey, it's a pleasure having you. And then next to her, even though they're bitter rivals, but here in Grand Prairie, we all get along. We've got Councilman Junior Izanu. Junior, how you doing? Hey, I'm excited to have you guys on board. Like I touched on, this is our annual tradition that's going on its third year. And that's one of the questions that we'll get into in just a second. But before we get there, this is the rubber year. The first time we did the Epic Showdown, Team Epic walked away with the victory. And then last year, GPPD walked away with the victory. So I got to know, who's walking away with the dub this year, year three?
I mean, I don't think you really have to ask that question. We're going to come in and it's going to be a best of three. We'll walk home with that trophy this year.
I would beg to differ, but I've learned to stop talking so much, just let my actions and the play speak for itself. So we're going to see on July 27th. We'll find out on July 27th.
Hey, I'm here for it. And like you touched on, July 27th, and we actually have a graphic that I want to pull up for the audience that's watching this as well. You can find this information on our website, jointheepic.com. Next Saturday, July 27th, is our Epic Showdown, and we've got so much going on. And Councilman, I'll kind of toss this over to you and let you kind of give the people what they can expect, because this is your event. Like, you started this in 2022, and we've been working ever since then. But for those that don't know, this is a family-friendly community basketball event. Team Epic is taking on GPPD, and this year, I mean, we've got a lot that we're offering.
Yeah, definitely. It's a blessing to live in this community, in this city, and to serve on the city council for now a little bit over 3 years. I've had a ball. And for me and Officer Di, she's the same way with the TD Foundation. It's all about service to our community and getting people involved.
Right.
So Chris Janap, the GM here at the Epic, him and I was speaking early 2022 during one of the snowstorms, I believe, that year, and just talking about the opportunity to do a basketball game here between the police department and teenagers that live in our city.
Right.
To try to bring them together and build these bridges in our community, because the police here in GP believe in community policing.
Right.
Believe in being out there in the community and engaging with folks. And I, being a young man of color and also a council member, I'm like, how can I bring these youth, bring them out here and let them see the cops in a different light?
Right.
And I know we've had the Hoops for History for years, but we haven't had something here at the Epic,
right,
which is a very centralized location in the heart of Grand Prairie. So we decided to do it. The first year was a success. We embarrassed the cops, and they came back the second year and got us. But it's always a fun event. It's a free event for everyone. Free food, live entertainment at halftime. The Dallas Mavs mascots come, the Maniacs, the cheerleaders, and sometimes we hope to see a Mavs star come, and we're sure that they're going to be coming sooner than later. But it's always a good time. It's always a lot of fun for everyone involved, and kids, parents, everybody loves this, as well as the residents and community leaders that come out to support. It's always a good time.
No, man, I definitely can agree. And Officer Di, I'll kind of let you take the next question I have for you, because Junior touched on it and we've touched on it already. Team Epic had the first year, but that was the first year, right? And then the second year, or at least from what I've heard through the sources, GPPD won because of the size of the roster that you guys built last year. So going into this year, year three, to break the tie, what are you looking forward to the most at this year's Epic Showdown?
First of all, let's be clear. The roster was the same as the first year, okay? There's no cheating here. It's all fair in community and basketball. But nonetheless, the youngsters, they did take the win the first year, which was great. I think that helped us build a program, get our kids involved, continuing to come back and try out for Team Epic to be able to beat us as law enforcement officers. But most importantly, it's not about the win or the loss. It's about community.
Right.
And so to be able to bring our community together under one roof here at the Epic, which is an amazing facility, is what it's about. Community policing is one of the pillars of Grand Prairie Police Department. I've been here for 12 years, and I've only seen it blossom. And so when Councilman Izano reached out for this opportunity for us to build something, I thought it was a great partnership, one that we've now going into the third year.
Yeah.
And it's steady growing, and it's an opportunity for our kids to play with our police officers, for our police officers to engage and build that relationship, and to continue to bridge that gap between our law enforcement and our community and our team. So I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm happy that our department, believes in community policing, and I'm happy with everything Council Izano has been doing in our city and continuing to build our youth and our community as a whole.
No, I definitely love it. And one of the key things that both of you kind of touched on, the community aspect here in the city of Grand Prairie. This month in particular, July, is National Parks and Recreation Month. And every year we always try to have something that highlights what is Grand Prairie Parks and Rec doing for the community. On the summer camp side of things, we have our annual theater dance showcase, which is upcoming for camp as well. Outside of that, we have now the Epic Showdown. And like you guys touched on, this is a free community event. So bring your family, bring your friends, tell everybody to come out here. Because if we can pack the house with almost 1,000 people for a pro wrestling show, I think we can get pretty close to that for an Epic Showdown, especially with so much that we're offering. Entertainment from the Mavs. I've heard we've got a car show going on this year.
Yep.
So get here early before the doors open at 6 o'clock. There's going to be a nice car show happening right outside our lawn. I've heard the Super Cowboy may be here. For those of you that don't know, the Dallas Cowboys super fan. I'm hiding the smile because that's another story for another day. But Super Cowboy might be here to make an appearance. And Junior, you touched on this. Hopefully we can have some pro appearances. Maybe if not this year, it's going to grow to that point. Yeah. But the final question I kind of have for both of you, and I don't know who wants to go first or rock, paper, scissors here. But what's the one thing you're looking forward to the most with this year's showdown?
I'll start. I'm looking for the win. Simple and plain. We're looking for the win here, people.
I love Officer Di because she said, wins and losses, it doesn't matter. It's about the community. But she said, she's looking for the win. And for me too, we want to win, but we want people to come out and have a good time.
Right.
Like I said, Grand Prairie is a special city or a special community, and we all believe in working together to make this community a better place for everybody. So just having people come out, enjoy the food, enjoy the DJ, the music, the live entertainment at halftime. I'm forgetting that A+ Dance will be dancing again. They dance every year.
Yes.
I'm very proud of what Miss Alexandria Dave has done in building that program here in our city. So just looking forward to everyone coming together to have a good time and enjoy a fun game and a fun entertainment experience. And there's here in the city that's really pushing the unity in our community and between collaboration between the council member and the city council and the city of Grand Prairie with our great police department. And apparently, not everybody knows this, but Grand Prairie was rated as the 4th safest city in the whole state of Texas.
Nice.
For a municipality above 100,000 people population. So we're doing a great job.
Hey, that's awesome.
But it's about that community police, and that unity in the community is what allows that. So bravo, and thank you guys for all that you do for our community.
Yeah, and I'll piggyback off of what Councilman Izano said. I think most importantly, outside the win, side eye, I am looking forward to continually building this partnership, but continually showing our community that, we are here for them. We continue to work together in partnerships to be able to create opportunities where they can come in and not only congregate with us as law enforcement, but city council members, the mayor,
right.
And so forth. And hopefully, surrounding cities, they can build that for their community as well. We want to be, a light for others.
Right.
But most importantly, I think, is to continue to bring a safe space where our youth can interact with our police department in the city as a whole.
No, that is perfect. I definitely appreciate both of you taking the time out tonight to join us here in the Epic for this special podcast. One more time before we go off the air, I want to show the flyer just one more time. Like I mentioned, Saturday, July 27th, free community event, the 3rd annual Epic Showdown here at the Epic. The doors are going to open officially at 6 o'clock with tip-off happening at 6:30, but that doesn't mean you can't not get to the Epic until then. Come out, have some fun. We're going to have live music, live DJ, some giveaways, free food, like I mentioned, a car show to kick off the event. I know that I'm going to be there for sure. Our general manager, Christian Knapp, is going to be there. GPPD, Team Epic have been practicing and getting ready for this. So just as a closing note, because I always like to stir the pot a little bit, I've been going back and forth, you guys, between who's going to walk away with the win. And after doing today's show, I think Team Epic is going up 2-1.
Hey, we coming for that dub. I'm just letting you know. We coming for it. You're coming.
Hey, I am here for it. Again, thank you guys so much for taking the time out. Thank you to all of you watching us live, and stay tuned for more episodes of Epic Live down the road. Have a good evening.